Peace. This is a meat potato social production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is you have to want it more than them. Now, this video will be dealing with having the right mind state, not just for magic, but in life in general. If you want to succeed in life, you have to have an indomitable will. And you have to have this when you're dealing with spirits or demons and just trying to acquire things in the world. If you have that, if you have an indomitable will and you want it more than somebody else, guess what? You are going to come out on top. I would say 8 or 9 out of 10 times you will come out on top. And I want to say this, that when I first started the channel, and 2 years ago, someone has said, I remember when you only had 33 subscribers. And it didn't offend me. It didn't make me mad. I just said, you know what? You're going to go around even harder now. You're going to go even harder in the paint. I didn't take offense to it. Because when I came in this learning magic and studying, I didn't want to be proficient. I didn't want to be good. I didn't want to be adequate. I wanted to be great. I wanted to leave my mark in the occult world and contribute to the Black Lodge. That's what I wanted. And I wasn't going to stop. And I remember when I channeled Bruce Lee, and I asked Bruce, I said, have I reached my magical prime? And Bruce is like, you just scratched your potential. That's it. You nowhere near your prime yet. And I'm like, oh yeah. Because Bruce, if you channel him or you evoke him, Bruce gonna give it to you straight. That I can tell you. And I also remember a conversation that Red Auerbach, who was the president of the Celtics, the great Red Auerbach, and he had a conversation with Dr. Jerry Buss, we know, the Lakers. And he told him something that would have sent chills through my spine if it was said to me. Red Auerbach said, I don't want to win, I have to win. And even in the occult world, there's a lot of people that don't want to win. They don't have an indomitable will. You want to know why? Because they want the simple things. They want to create a cult. They want the opposite sex, and they want money. If that's all you want, and I know a lot of practitioners that engage in this practice, if that's all you want, I have to crush you. I have to. I will do anything to be great. And that means that I got to have some sleepless nights, and I have, but I get sleep as I go or as when needed. I'm not just somewhere, okay, did a ritual, the end. That's why people will not last long with Luciferian magic or Draconian magic, because it will spit out the weak. It will chew the meat, spit out the bone. And if you weak, that's what's going to happen. Because if people just say to me, well, I want to, I want to do some things magically. If it works, I hope it do. But if it don't, then okay, it is what it is. Oh, you might as well get out the silver medal polish right now. That's why I want all my students and supporters to be great. I don't want you just to be good or I'm getting by. Because there's some people, I know authors that was teaching magic, they living in trailers. So there's a disconnect. You don't have to ask the spirits for something. Because let me let a lot of people on you a little cheat code. Spirits know that you won't focus on magic if your mundane existence doesn't improve. So they're all way ahead of the curve when it comes to that. Way ahead of the curve. So they're going to help you get mundane things. But what they won't do is that you got to fashion a wheel, where I see a lot of people that stop practicing magic because they always have something go wrong in their life. And you're not, magic is never going to solve all your problems. Things are going to happen in life. But if you stop and you quit every time there's some catastrophe coming up, oh, you might as well get this whole magic thing up. No, I'm here to tell you that. Give it up. Because certain spirits that are negative, and a certain God, who should remain nameless, they like, yep, pieces on the board, still weak, huh? So you want to be great, you have to have an indomitable will. It's a lot of people that in the NBA, yeah, a lot of people 6'6", but they wasn't Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. It's a lot of people 6'9", but they ain't LeBron, Ramon James. All right, you get where I'm going with this? And one of the first things that you can do, it would behoove you to get rid of suckers. Don't be around suckers. Don't be around lazy people. Don't be around people that won't take any accountability. And definitely don't be around simps if you're a man, because you're going to need a simp division if you're around simps. All right? Hear me now and believe me later. So if you want it more than anybody, there's no way you're going to lose. Period. You won't lose. And then they'll be looking like, well, they're obsessed with, magic, and they're obsessed with this in life. If you want to be good at your craft, you better be obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with magic because I have to be great. I have to. Not this, oh, well, you have a need. This may go back to issues with your... Shut up. Don't be trying to psychoanalyze me. All right? I ain't come here to be no silver medalist, and I really ain't going to be no bronze medalist. I came here for the gold, and that's what I want, and I'm going to take it. Okay? Now, you got two options. Option one is you can support or congratulate me, or option two, and I'm leaning towards two, get away from me. That is what you can do. That's the best thing you can do. So the whole thing about this, if you want it more than the other person, that's the best mind state you can have. Study great people. I already told you the people to avoid. And also criticize yourself constructively. Never beat yourself down. Because if you beat yourself down verbally, parasites will play on that. And also human beings will prey on that as well. And they will even use the technique of overinflating the ego. And that's just as dangerous as well. So do what you have to do to be great. I'm rooting for you. Always have been since I started this channel. And I will continue to do so. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.